Y'all, look at Politoed. Look how cute Politoed is. Everyone's been using Poliwrath, but he always looks angry. Just big old buff. You can tell he skips leg day. His legs are so damn small. Politoed, proportionate, cute as a button. So today we're going to be using Politoed, Shadow Ninetales. I don't be using Shadow Pokemon, so this, I felt like Jamie Finn over here using Shadow Pokemons. And Credilli for the Remix Cup. And I did actually well for that first round. I went 5 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 4 out of 5, and then I stopped playing. So hopping into the first match, we have Ninetales versus Great lead, Dragonair. You're going to have to switch. And they switched to Steelix, so I'm going to go into Politoed. Maybe I could have gone into Credilli, but Politoed does have super effective weather balls, but this is like my super hard counter to Steelix, so I don't know. Maybe I should have went to Credilli, but it already happened. The battle already happened. So Weather Bell's going to come through once again after I got a Psychic Fang debuff. And this is going to be taking out the Steelix, and they're going to have to... Oh, never mind. It does not take out, but one Mud Shot does. They're going to come in with Magnezone. So thankfully, Politoed, look at that stomach. You know it's tanky. It can take a few Volt Switches. So Weather Ball coming through, going to get the shield, and I can survive another Volt Switch and hit him with another Weather Ball. They're going to decide to let this go. That is fine. Now I'm going to come in with Credilli and basically just sack Credilli. Credilli, you're kind of useless up in this match. So yeah, throw whatever you want. Flash Cannon, a Mirror Shot, and they decide to go for a Mirror Shot. That's fine. Again, I think I just have to let this go. I'm going to switch immediately because they switched Dragonair, and I'm going to decide to shield. I don't think I had to, but I was scared the Volt Switch damages were going to do a little too much. So I thought, hey, I can just farm down. And I can just farm down this Magnezone. I'm going to shield because this is going to be, just farm it down. But girl, they still have energy. So this might take me out. Oh, it's going to take me out. Yep, Mirror Shot goes down. I go down with Mirror Shot. And now I'm trying to farm down. And thankfully, I did not screw up that match because that was a close one. Into the next match, a great lead, Ninetales versus Goodra. They switch into Registeel, and I do have Earthquake, but girl, look how long it takes to get to Earthquake. Oh my god, I am going to have to shield, Zap Cannon, Focus Blast. I don't know if Focus Blast KOs. They do go for Focus Blast. I don't really know. I don't use Politoed that much. I don't get hit with the Focus Blast very often, so I'm not too sure. I go straight for the Earthquake. It lands, so now I'm going to go straight for Weather Ball because I do not want to use another shield if they're not going to use any. They decide to shield, and I think I have to win switch. So I am going to decide to shield the Zap Cannon. Yep, they go for Zap Cannon. I thought maybe I could farm down. Maybe I could have, but I'm not going to count the lockdown, whatever Registeel's fast move is. I'm not going to do that to figure it out. So I just go for a Weather Ball. They come back with Goodra. I'm going to go for an Earthquake. And I'm thinking here, maybe I should switch back to Ninetales. But I decide I'm just going to let Poliwrath go down, which might be a mistake, but we're going to see. Whatever move they're going to throw it, unless it's Aqua Tail. Oh, crap. No, it's just Thunder Punch. Okay, so I go down. I come back with Goodra, and girl, it's a Typhlosion. So, yes, I should have immediately went to... I don't think I should have given up the another shield against Registeel. I think I should have came in... I don't really know. I don't know. Blast Burn takes me out, and unfortunately, I'm throwing the move. Girl, I was watching TV, so I didn't get all the bubbles. But yeah, I'm going to be hit with the Blast Burn. I think Thunder Punch would have taken me out. Either way, this Ninetales is going to be going down, and we do, unfortunately, lose that game. I think I was watching The Boys. I forget what I was watching. Into the next match, we have Ninetales versus Quagsire. Not a great lead because of Stone Edge, so I'm a little concerned about that. So I'm just going to hit him with some charm and try to catch the Stone Edge on Credilli, and girl, that did not work out. They come in, though, wait a second, with Mandibuzz. Now, this is great. I'm not going to shield anything as of right now. Dark Pulse, Aerial Ace, Dark Pulse doesn't do that too much. I'm going to go for a Rock Slide, and I am able to maybe flip this matchup here. Maybe I can do that. So I'm going to go for another Rock Slide on CMP Ta. And not that I knew I was going to win. I just kind of guessed. And they're going to go for... That was really quick. So this might be an Aerial Ace. Yep, it's just going to be an Aerial Ace, which is I can tank. And now that I win CMP time, I'm just going to go for it again. And I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. Maybe they'll let this go, which means I'll win Switch. No, they decide to shield. So honestly, I'm kind of good with being up 2 shields. So I'm going to let this go. I'm going to come in with Ninetales, and they come in with Quagsire. I tried to switch, but it didn't work out. I have the shield in case it's a Stone Edge. They bait me, and then I try to go for a Weather Ball and lose CMP tie. I'm going to let this go, and unfortunately, that, my friend, is a Stone Edge. So now, Politoed, it is all up to you. This is just going to be an Aqua Tail. I'm going to let this go, farm up a little bit more energy before I throw my move to take this out. And I have to pray it is a fire in the back, or... girl, I don't know. It needs to be something real good, because I don't know. Oh, they come back with Mandibuzz, which is actually okay, because I'm going to let this go. I can take a Dark Pulse or an Aerial Ace. That was really fast, though. So it's just going to be the Aerial Ace. And if they're coming in with Mandibuzz, don't you think they might be weak to Politoed, right? So I'm going to go for a Weather Ball, do another Mud Shot, go for another Weather Ball, and hopefully, it has a fire in the back that I can Earthquake it and win. And it's going to be a Gallade. Okay, so I don't know if Earthquake KOs. They do get to a Leaf Blade, so I have to shield. They're pretty quick to another Leaf Blade, so we have to hope. You better cross your fingers and toes that this Earthquake KOs the Gallade. And it does, and we're able to win that match. I didn't think it was going to KO. I was like, well, we lost this one, but we were able to win it. Into the next match, it's Shadow Charm versus Shadow Charm, but who is going to win in the end? Oh, it's getting close. It is getting close. But Ninetales able to clutch in the end. I have a Weather Ball loaded to hit with a... Girl, what the hell was that? Daddy. What was it say? What does that say? Demariton. Okay, so... And then they have a Victory Bell in the back. So unfortunately, this is going to be a little toughie. I'm going to have to go for Rock Slide and hope that they shield twice. And maybe I can get to an Earthquake on Politoed. I am going to have the shield. That's the play, right? Go into Politoed, Earthquake it, take it out. Weather Ball will be taking out the Darmanitar, whatever the hell Pokemon that was. So another Rock Slide going to come through. This is going to be getting the final shield. And now it is all up to Politoed. So win this for me. I am so close to an Earthquake. I'm going to have the shield. I am anticipating a catch. That makes the most sense. But I'm thinking here, okay, they go for Darmaniton. I can go for Weather Ball, and I thought I can just easily go for an Earthquake right after I hit this move. Girl, nope, you thought wrong. And I can't even get to the Weather Ball, but yeah. Maybe if I had Ice Beam, that would have been... I don't know if Ice Beam is better, but I kind of needed Earthquake for the steals, right? Poliwrath is coming in. Great lead. And they switch to a Greedent, so I don't have the... hard answer, like something would counter. So I'm going to do a little bit of damage, tank the first move, and then I'm going to go into Credilli. So Credilli, the only reason I didn't go to Poliwrath is because Politoed is because it might have Trailblaze. And nope, still Body Slam, but I didn't want to be hit with the Trailblaze. So I'm just going to go in with Credilli, farm up with a lot of energy. I go for CMP tie. It's going to be another Body Slam crunch. And no, they have Trailblaze. So thank God. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ, amen, upstairs, that we did not come in with Politoed. I'm going to be able to Bullet Seed down the Greedent. Poliwrath is going to have to take a Grass Knot to the booty, or you're going to have to give me a shield. They decide to shield, and I'm looking for that Switch Clock to come in. It does, but then I thought maybe I can get to a move, and I do not. Going to come in straight away with Ninetales. I am going to shield just in case it's Dynamic Punch or Scald. They do go for an Icy Wind. Stupid Poliwrath. I'm going to go for a Weather Ball. I know this does nothing, but the charm damage, you're going to have to shield. Now they decide to shield again, and I'm like, I think Ninetales might be the key to win here. So they go for another Icy Wind, which I could have survived, I think. And the last Pokemon is a Greninja. So yeah, they were hella weak to Ninetales. I think Earthquake is going to KO, so I'm just going to soak up this Hydro Cannon, go straight for an Earthquake. Well, thank God I don't have Ice Beam, or this would have been harder to win. Going to go for an Earthquake. This is going to be almost taking out the Greninja, but one Mud Shot is going to be taking it out, and that is going to be a good game. Into the next match we have... I wonder if Politoed can learn Lick, because it is Lick and everything. Maybe he can. I don't know. I have Mud Shot on it. Into the next match, we have Ninetales versus the Gligar. not a terrible lead. But then they switched to Poliwrath. So I'm like, do I switch too? I'm confused because this is a good matchup. So I'm just going to shield. If they're coming in, maybe they have like Dynamic Punch or Scald they want to hit me with. They go for an Icy Wind. So that happened. And then they come in with Zigzagoon. I think maybe they just misclicked. Some people fat finger it. I do it all the damn time. Don't you worry. So now I'm going to just stay in because I have Politoed in the back with Weather Ball that can take out the Gligar. So Night Slash is not going to take me out. I thought I could get to a Weather Ball, but I can't. That's okay. Credilli is going to come in and basically, I know this thing can alert close combat, but if you want to hit me with it, which you don't, that's fine. I'm going to go for a Grass Knot to get the final shield or do some damage. And now Politoed, my cute little, what are you? Oh, probably a toad. You probably a frog. Yeah, that was a stupid question. Don't even answer that in the comments. That was a stupid question. I understand. I'm tired. It happens. Weather Ball is going to come through after this dig. And this is going to be not taking out the Gligar, but I think one more Weather Ball is going to be taking it out. But unfortunately, I overfarmed. I'm like, crap. If this is dig, will it take me out? No. Almost. I think if I was Shadow and Gligar is Shadow, I think I would have been taken out with that dig. So thank the Lord I was not Shadow. Sometimes, look, I know Jamie Finn, he be using all the Shadow Pokemons. I wish I was him, but sometimes that extra non-Shadow be helping you win the battles. But sometimes actually having Shadow help you win the battles with the damage. But anywho, I prefer non-Shadow. This is one of the few times I'm using a Shadow. I never use Shadow, so it was fun. But I think I prefer non-Shadow Pokemons. Into the next match, we have Ninetales versus Magnezone. Welp, this is kind of a core breaker. I'm triple weak to this damn thing. I'm going to let the, hopefully, Mirror Shot go and not a Flash Cannon. It's just going to be a Mirror Shot that still does a lot. And then they come in with Gligar. So I'm going to go for a Grass Knot. And, that Magnezone in the back is going to be a little tricky. See, here the moment I wish I was a Shadow, because that Grass Knot would have done a lot more damage. Aerial Ace is not going to take me out, and I'm able to get to another Grass Knot. I maybe should have, here's what I think I should have done. Not gone for anything. Just let them farm me down so that I would have got more energy on whatever Pokemon's coming in, and then I could threaten the Magnezone. See how I think that would have made more sense. But now they're going to come in and Mirror Shot me. I'm going to shield, but I mean, look at the charm damage. Magnezone is not tanky, so they're going to have to shield the Weather Ball, even though they're steel, right? And they do decide to shield, so now I think I have to catch the move on Politoed. Please tell me I caught a Mirror Shot and not a Wild Charge. Yes, it's just going to be a Mirror Shot. And then the last Pokemon is a Mantine, and unfortunately, I do not have Ice Beam, but as I always say, there is a win con, and what that win con can be is they just stop playing. They stop playing, they go for dinner, I don't know, a little lag there, but we're fine. Here comes an Aerial Ace. Politoed, though, tanky. He can let that through. I think I should have maybe faked an Ice Beam, but I don't know. The move counts to an Ice Beam. Beats me. I don't know. So I'm going to let this go. And I think if I can farm down, I don't know, man. Can I farm down with Ninetales? Maybe if I was in full health, this would be a better matchup. But Magnezone, if it has a move, which it does, we are going to lose this game. Unless they don't get all the bubbles. Maybe they get all, no, okay, never mind. So we do unfortunately lose that game. Magnezone is literally perfect against this team. So if you have one, you see this team, you win. You definitely win. Into the next match, we have, that is a name, Ninetales versus Poliwrath. Great lead. I will say I was getting some good leads. They switch into what's it called? What's that damn yellow thing called? Steelix. And I made a mistake. I came in with Politoed, and I'm a little bit worried that it's going to be a fire in the back. Because if it's a fire in the back like last time, what the hell do we do? What the hell do we do? So I'm going to come in with Politoed and just do quite a bit of damage, try to farm up as much energy. I do go for CMP tie, and this is going to be taking out the steel. No, we get a shield. Okay, so I'm going to let this go. If it's a Psychic Fang, I still survive. I should. Yep, still survive. And I'm going to go for a Weather Ball and maybe get the final shield, take this out. They decide to double shield. Okay, so I'm going to come in with Credilli. And I was kind of thinking I could farm down. Maybe I can. Let's see what happens. So Psychic Fang's going to come through. It doesn't do a lot of damage. And, oh, can I farm? No, they're going to get to another move. I'm getting pretty, dude, Dragon Tails are doing a little damage to me. I'm already half health now. So I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. And this is going to be taking out the Steel Eggs. If Poliwrath comes through, I do have a Grass Knot ready. And it does come back. I do 1 Bullet Seed, go for a Grass Knot, and then I'm going to switch into my Ninetales and just hope that we can still win. And it's a Registeel in the back. So this is, it's a little tricky, but I do have 2 shields. So obviously I'm going with Shield. Zap Cannon would hurt. I think Focus Blast would still do a little damage, right? Maybe a little bit, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to have to, I go for Dazzling Gleam. I don't know if Weather Balls would have been better, but I just go for Dazzling Gleam. And that does tons of damage. I mean, for it to be a Steel and a Charm move, Fairy move, that did pretty much, that did something, right? Focus Blast's going to come through, and they're going to decide to just quit the game, and we win it. So Ninetales is a Registeel counter confirmed. You saw it here first. Hopping into the next and final match. Is it the final match? You'll see. It's going to be a Ninetales versus Emolga. I really want this Pokemon, but I have a really crappy IV one. I might still use it. But for some reason, they switched to Poliwrath. And I'm like, do I switch too? Why do people keep switching in their fighters? So I'm gonna shield. So maybe they are just triple weak to Ninetales in the back. So I think I should keep her alive. So they're going to come back in with Emolga. I don't know why you switched in the first place. I don't know. So I'm going to go for a Weather Ball. It's going to be doing super effective damage. And they're going to decide to shield. And I'm thinking, okay, look at the charm damage. Just block. I know I'm going to go down 0. I'm going to have no shields left, but just block because clearly they're weak in the back. And hopefully Credilli and Politoed can clean up in the end. Go for a Weather Ball. I get the final shield. And they come in with a Quagsire. So they're going to go for an Aqua Tail. Maybe they don't have Stone Edge, and that's why they were kind of weak to Ninetales. But Aqua Tail takes me out. I'm going to come in with Credilli. And they're just going to go for an Aqua Tail, which is fine. And I don't know if I can over-farm. Probably. I'd be scared of Shadow Pokemon. They be doing so much damage with the... I get a little lag here. Come on, Pokemon Go. I only hit a nice, but it does take them out, which is fine. And now, if they have Acrobatics, which I think it can learn, this is going to be a little tricky. But they go for Discharge, which is not the move I think you should go for. And this Rock Slide is going to be taking out the Emolga, and that's going to be a good game. And that was the final battle. So thank you so much for watching. It was fun. Politoed is so cute. It's a cute little toad. I like using him. Shadow Ninetales, I don't be using Shadow, so it was fun to use it too. And Credilli, I feel like I use Credilli enough. I should stop using it. But thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, day, afternoon, night, whenever you're watching this. Eat something, drink something. You deserve it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.